Hi all, from today onwards I am going to start a SQL series. Every day हम कुछ SQL क्वेश्चन पिक करेंगे एंड हम उसके बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे. So today हमारा क्वेश्चन है year on year growth rate. So in the left hand side there is a problem statement. The right hand side I have already written the code, but we are going to understand first step by step how we are going to calculate this. So first thing, assume you have given a table containing the information about the Wi-Fi user interaction for the different product. So this is our table, user interaction table. We are going to use this single table only, and we have our transaction IDs information here. First thing, it mentioned like we need to calculate the year wise spend. So the information we have, it's on date wise. We have to get this data based on the year, obviously for each product. So here we have only a single product, but there might be multiple products inside the table. So we have to write the query in that way. So for each product, we need to calculate the year by spend. So after calculating that year by spend, again we need to calculate the previous year spend. Then we need to compare that value. What is the increase or decrease in that? So in the output table, you can see we need these columns: year, product ID, current year spend, then previous year spend, then year on year rate. So first we need to calculate these three from this above table. So data is available on date wise. We are going to group that in year wise. From for this year column, we are going to extract the year data from this transaction date. So for getting these three columns, first thing I have written here the select statement. So I'm selecting the user interaction data. First thing, I'm extracting this year value from this transaction date. Then I'm picking the product ID because we need this information for each product. Then I'm calculating the current year spend. That is nothing but the sum of the spend. Then we are just grouping the data for every year and each product. So after getting this information, we can have this three columns. Then, but we need two more. So I'm putting this value inside a CTE table, that is a temporary table. So in the next step, I'm going to refer this CTE table as my input, and I will get another output. In that output, I will add this column. This is previous year spend. So what we are doing here, so we need to calculate the previous row. So if I will, after getting these three columns, I will sort the data according to product ID and year. Then I will pick up the previous row's current year spend and put that in the previous year spend column for that row. Then that will work. So for the first row, as there is no previous data, then we are putting null here. So that will be automatically. Then from the second row onwards, we can put the current year spend of the previous row in that column. So for that, I am using the lag function here, lag current year spend over in partition Y we are partitioning it using the product ID because we need it for each product. Then we need to sort the data as per product ID and year. So after doing that, we can get the previous year spend. So once we got this information, we can add this inside a temporary table. I have taken this as CTE2. Then after doing it, in the final calculation, I am just selecting all the values from the CTE2. Again, in the CTE2 also I am using star here, that will fetch all the above columns. After that, it is creating a new one. So here also I am using star here so that it will fetch all the columns available in CTE2, then creating a new column, the calculated column, that is nothing but the year on rate. So that is current year spend minus previous year spend divided by previous year spend. We are calculating the percentage and like putting is at 2 decimal because that is mentioned in our question. Growth percentage and rounded to the 2 decimal places. So after doing it, if I will run this code, yeah, this is my answer. Now, so after submitting it, it is accepted. So that means our query is correct. Thanks everyone, and again tomorrow we are going to discuss one more SQL query.